This is going to be the big one, isn't it? Everyone is here, the crowd is really rearing to go. All the sponsors are here, and it is the big one for 2015. And I suspect that very many people have traveled from all the various parishes to come up here in St. Andrews at Victoria Park to see the two best teams in Grenada. We do have also a scout who is coming to see from Trinidad, who is coming to see the performances of these two teams and probably select a couple of players to involve themselves in the competitions in Trinidad and, as you say, Jamaica.
Yes, Paul, and that's a big one because what we have here is two village teams. Hurricanes representing St. Mark's. We have some very good players from Hurricanes team, and just as Paradise there, the Rennie family.
Yeah, I've discovered that they're all brothers.
The Rennie family actually forms 99.9% of the Paradise team.
Yep. And I was sort of a little bit astounded. I've been told that it's about 12 of them, and 8 have decided. So you have 8 Rennies now on this Paradise team. It's going to be really something to look at. But it started, and of course Hurricanes in possession, knocking the ball around. Hurricanes in the traditional green, which they have again inadvertently taken down, but it wasn't deliberate per se. It was just a foot left hanging. That looks like Dr. Langan, is it? He's on the field. He's again maybe professionally falling, but clearly that didn't clip on the behind, creating some. Oh, he's holding his back area, so must have been. So this is Paradise versus Hurricanes. It's going to be really an interesting game. And straight to the goalkeeper. Hurricanes, for those of you looking at us, again, the color is green and what it is, yellow. Paradise is in what it is, that color. It's purple, is it?
It's going to be purple, yeah.
Purple color. So yellow and green Hurricanes and the purple Paradise. Beautiful uniform. Hurricanes over the years have moved from playing the all-green t-shirts, the striped t-shirts, and now they're using the pants only in that traditional and that historical green of Hurricanes. Their football was in the doldrum for a number of years, but suddenly it has gotten a kick in the behind over the last number of years, and really they've come together with a team that's formidable in national football. We're looking at in goal, we have for Paradise the goalkeeper Jason
Belfon.
Belfon, he's a Belfon, the goalkeeper. And Jason Belfon. And he's one of the former members of Five Stars, in fact.
He's a creature of 5 stars.
Creature of 5 stars, and he's also the national goalkeeper. He plays both between the bars and outside. Again, another formidable player, and a person who's got a lot of talent. His anticipatory powers between the bars is really exemplary. I love to see him, in fact, being able to read the play. And because he plays outside, he's been able to pick up plays very early, even from the midfield. And so his positioning between the uprights have been pretty good. So we're looking at Hurricanes now in possession. Again, everybody marshalling their teams. This is the big one. So clearly, Hurricanes.
Yes, and the game is very hectic, Paul. We say that at this level, we wonder if it would continue like this. Both teams started off very quickly, and in fact, they're trying to get it better off each one.
Looking for the opportunity. There's a 20-30 yarder, and of course, Belfon is equal to the opportunity. Looking for the long ball. A cry out from the goalkeeper, Mark, allows the defense to leave the ball for him, moving his head away in the last minute. Langan on the right hand side of the field, moving up there, looking for his player on the right flank. Doesn't find him, finds the touchline. So we are throwing them for, it looks like Paradise. Still 0. The game just in its second or third minute.
And we see a players down. Players down at the game is 9:43.
Probably a twisted ankle or something of the sort. And maybe big day jitters because he's gotten up. No noticeable difference. Big day jitters, I suspect, is one of those things. And you sort of remember yesterday's when you've got a big day game like that. You have to visit the toilet regularly
before the game starts.
It's one of those things. Hurricanes there, and again interception and a counter attack right away. This looks dangerous. Goal! Oh my goodness!
Again, Paul, that's like the first game with the Rangers. That was a wonderful shot taken out of nothing. The guy looked up, he saw the keeper was out on the opposite side, and he hit. The ball went directly into the field, crashed against the net, and we bombed it. What a beautiful shot, and what a game we will witness tonight. The momentum is great, the atmosphere is electric, and it will be a very, very entertaining and exciting match we're going to witness here tonight.
And what a crowd which is participating fully. It goes with the stature of the game, as in fact the ball is in possession right now of Hurricanes. Hurricanes knocking it about, looking for their players. Again, the standard is very evident. Goalkeeper gets a touch, no. Dustin Langan comes in. On the left-hand side, again an itinerant pass. It turns over nicely, but again a counter turnover. And again, Hurricanes looking to see if they can do something about pulling one back, knocking the ball around, and retaining possession. Again, the game looking as if it's going to live up to all the expectations which it had. Ball goes out of play, it's going to be a goal kick there.
Nothing is better than to get an early goal in a game like this. It sets the stage for everything else to happen.
Oh, it's a fantastic pick-me-up. Jason Rennie now kicks outside, gets it. Jason Bedford. I tend to mix up the Rennie. There's so many Rennies. There are 8 Rennies on this team here this evening. And Belfont, Jason Belfont, that's the Grenadian national goalkeeper, who is in fact thrilled Grenadians so much at the number of games at the Queen's Park, and his expertise between the bars is well known. So it's going to be taken on the far side of the field. Hurricanes now have gotten that shake-up, so to speak. It's going to have to pull something back. Paradise is now in possession. Are they? No. Ball is exchanged. Paradise now in possession. Looks upfield, and again in possession again is Hurricanes, making their ground along the carpet pass. Looking for goalkeeper Belfont, who gets up. No
cat-like ball. Cat-like, just pull that ball out of the air. That's like your days. Just pull the ball from the air, isn't it?
Yeah, his expertise is very great between the bars, and he has a showmanship about him that's very infectious. He's good. We're looking at Hurricanes again in possession. More searching ball up there. This looks like again evasive movements by Hurricanes, and goalkeeper having to come off his line. Shady Mark picks it up and starts the play again. Langan, again a veteran on the national team, has been playing for Grenada for quite a number of years. Looks at his man in the midfield on the wing and plays it up. Ricochets, comes off his defender, and it goes into play. Hurricanes still in possession. Nice bit of outside of the boot taking, expertise against skill being exercised here. I like this. It shows that the players are using every bit of the individual skill they've got.
Yes, but what is good? This is a final because you see the players' individual skill and the team tactic is on display. Only when you're in doubt and when players are under extreme pressure, they want to kick the ball away. But you see the players trying to bring the ball down and try to play an organized game. Very good. Very, very good for this game.
Hurricanes in possession. Nice bit of passing there. Finding his man between two men. Again, I turn and pass. And it's a handover now to Hurricanes. Hurricanes getting themselves together. 3 men around the ball. Long searching ball, looking for that right side, but finds, in fact, the defense of Batiste there as the ball goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick again. Belfont. Goalkeeper Belfont spots it. In the background, the pack, Victoria Park, and all the security measures put into place to ensure that no spectator encroachment takes place. Nice layout. Paradise again in the attack. On the far side, ball goes out. Paradise 1, Hurricanes 0. Looking for his player up front, but finds a defense of Paradise, and of course the safe pair of hands, boots, in fact, of Belfont. A little bit of pushing. Referee picks it up quickly. He's got to be on the ball this time. Game can't deteriorate into anything. This is a big final. And in the background, you hear the conch shells, which of course have come out in the crowd. As there's an air of expectancy, tremendous excitement when Paradise got theirs. The hometown boys prevailed. Hurricanes trying to pull them on back, playing the carpet game. A little bit of pushing and shoving, and the referee again, bang on. Hurricanes still in possession, knocking that ball up, but somewhere along the line, contact. Chest area. Obviously, maybe a shoulder or balance elbow. We caught him in the solar plexus, as Ryan calls it. Players take an opportunity of refreshing themselves at the meantime. And the medics come on, and they're now moving off.
He has to leave the field and return.
Yes, he has to. FIFA rules. Moran Philip. Like the color of Paradise. It's a lot of thought obviously went into that uniform. Ball is being put out. Again, the usual FIFA fair play. Ball is put out to ensure that his man comes back in. Again, maximum fair play being used here because the play could have been continued until it was broke down, but the ball was played back and it was allowed to go off across the touchline. So both teams now are back on 11 players on the field. Paradise 1, Hurricanes 0. First 3 minutes of the game.
Okay, and now we'll see Hurricanes on the defensive again. The ball in the attacking third of Paradise. They say it's offside, I believe. The linesman would have, yes, it's an offside there, so it's a kick to be taken by Hurricanes. Hurricanes is in the yellow top and the green bottom, and Paradise is with the maroon and black. So easily distinct colors.
in possession. Hurricanes now tussling for it. Goes across the line. And we know him locally as Raga, the referee. Very serious referee, has had tremendous experience.
And to see good defensive ploy exhibited there by the Paradise defense. Screening that ball, obviously shepherding that ball out to touch. And Hurricanes now have the ball in their possession, trying to build something up. But again, that play on the right side is hustled and loses the ball in the process. It's actually into Paradise. The ball wanted to touch there. It's a long throw, well defended by Hurricanes. And it's a foul. Again, you see many fouls taking place in this game because you don't want the players to be too settled on the ball, because that would give them the opportunity to really build and display some good passes. So we see the hustling, the tussling, the little foul here and there, but they're enjoying the game, and it seems to be very technically executed at this point in time. Hurricane building the attack. The ball is played way out onto the left side, and it's a deep cross there, meet down, and that was an opportunity there, gone begging but his back was to the goal, so he had to make an overhead kick.
Yes.
And the ball didn't have that kind of pace on it to allow him to make that back kick. So it was an easy catch for the keeper.
And you notice the coordination between the keeper and his defense. That ball bounced in front of the defense. He was alert enough to recognize that ball was bouncing, particularly for the benefit of the goalkeeper, and he left it to the goalkeeper. Again, is an exhibition of semi-professional ball here this evening. I've been really impressed so far with, in fact, the exchange between these two teams. Hurricanes in possession, again taken from behind, but it's a inadvertent contact, and this is a breakthrough. This could be dangerous. No, it isn't, as the goalkeeper having to come off his line.
I would say that was good anticipation by the keeper. The keeper read the game well, read the play well, and was able to come out and with the last second or so clear the ball out into touch or into Paradise.
That Shadi mark using his head well, and he has to come into play again. Let's see if he would. No. Hurricanes in possession, simply and calmly passing it to his left back, turning around, gets it up the line, square passing, and there's nice coordination, keeping the ball on the mark, on the carpet as much as possible. Again, a 20-yard pass, all on the carpet, chipping in the vein, looking for the split pass, but goalkeeper Belfon, as usual, is there. Calm, collected, and organized football we've seen so far. A little bit too long. And the man wearing the number 11 jersey for Paradise couldn't grab a hold on to it. That's Lewis. Cedil Lewis, I think it is.
Yes, and I make it. There are quite a few thousands inside here tonight. And we know that after the game there is a show, so you get a good treat for your money's worth.
Oh, yes.
You pay for football, and then after the game you can enjoy nice music, and of course have some fun with your peer, with your social partner.
Yes,
it's a nice evening out.
Evening, and the weather is
evening of entertainment, and it's cool. So, it's good for that level of football. It's cool, so you get the best out of the players. And, playing the football around this time, late, 7 o'clock in the night, it's good because players can go home, get a rest, and come to play the game.
Thank God for lights, which arrived in Grenada. And rather, we weren't that lucky when we were the national team to play on the lights in Grenada. Were you?
Well, we were not that lucky. Yes, I remember playing in Trinidad.
Yes.
The first time I played on the lights was Trinidad. I think was somewhere in the mid 70s. We played on the lights down in maybe San Fernando. Yeah, and we lost that game 2-1. Those of us who remember Bob Hope.
Oh yes.
He was the goalkeeper then. Paul, you were
again another Belfon. Again, goalkeeper Belfon, equal to the task.
But when you and I, Paul, played together, they were just the ball had lace. the ball had laces, and then the field was,
It was all different, wasn't it? The big brown ball, that tube, which you have to blow up.
Well, you have to
release
get
up the ball.
Puff. But those were good
And you have to
days.
use dubbing and black polish. It's a far cry, isn't
Those
it?
were good days. I mean, it was really enjoyable. Then, guys had good muscles, well developed. They were strong because the ball was heavy. You had to be able to strong to kick the ball. If not,
And your footwear was indeed, in those days, a boots.
boots.
Hurricanes still in possession. Turning around, square passing. Again, looking for the split pass, trying to get that space between the goalkeeper and the last man. Not doing very much. Again, another player is on the ground, the contact. And this time, it looks like a grind. It looks like a grind hit. Again, this is always unfortunate, but it's the nature of the game. And,
But we need to have more lighting on the field of play. At least not on the field, but we need to have more fields lit up, so that persons can, go for the night walk, go for the night jogging, and ease up the social fabric of the country and give persons the opportunity to relax, to exercise, to train. I think it's a good thing that we have a few fields that have been lit up so far.
yes, so the goalkeeper, it's the big ball, it's the big ball, standard, we know one there. Again, FIFA fair play.
And we want to thank the sponsors who have done so well, tremendously well, to have continued to contribute to this competition. As we know that you have been, without you, this tournament would never have happened. Even though Mr. Waggy had all the ideas, the execution would only come with the input from you, the sponsors. So we want to thank you very much and expect and hope that you continue that same effort next year.
Yes, all kudos must go to the sponsors indeed. Tremendous work, and what I'm so feeling good about is that they are seeing the results of their investment. Large crowd again. The bell reminiscent of the competition between inter-colleges league. The bell is there.
And the players are getting value for their efforts.
Oh, gosh,
because
yes,
the players are now seeing some tangible rewards in terms of monetary rewards for their efforts and as they continue to play. It's not a professional league, semi-professional we can see, but the players welcome the monetary rewards that they get.
Yes,
so, thank you, Waggy, and continue doing the good work that you do.
Fantastic idea. Fantastic creative idea. And it's good to see that the Grenada Football Association also took Waggy under its wing, recognizing what he's been doing and how this could eventually come into a competition of this nature. And I'm glad too that it is in the big parish rather than in St. George's area.
But if you
brings
ask
a more
me,
community feeling.
but if you ask me, you have a greater following of sports persons from the parish of St. Andrew. Anytime you have an activity here, sporting activity, the number of persons who come to watch, it's a tremendous number, quite a few thousand. Well, so having any sporting activity in St. Andrew is a plus for the parish because the support comes. The crowd enjoy their sport, the villagers come out, and in fact, this has helped some of the communities in St. Andrew. You have the Monton, you have the SAP taking part, you have the Destroyer. These teams were formidable teams in this competition that is playing right now. And again, without Waggy, this would not have happened.
And again, maybe we might be sounding as if we're going overboard with Waggy, but look, in the foreground, in the background, in fact, at the security arrangement, at the neatness and the professional look. This looks dangerous. Can it happen? No, it doesn't. It's an offside, says the referee, so it's going to be spotted for a kick. For, of course, Paradise. Look at the neatness and look at how it looks. It really makes the ground look like something that you've been seeing on the television screen from a foreign country, and the crowd behind it, their discipline. it looks so good. The setting is really nice. So Hurricane still in possession of the ball. Has to elude one man, Langan again in possession. He's always getting into play. The ball is on the outside right. Can they do anything with it? And again, Belfond, ever-present anticipatory powers of his comes into play, and he is able to pick the ball out of a bevy of players and start it over again for Hurricanes, for Paradise. Hurricanes again on the counter-attack. They're in possession. Ball inadvertently bubbles up and it changes possession. Hurricanes, calm, collected, makes a pass, backward pass. Again, professionalism, the professional feel and the nice coordinated effort between these players. Nice to look at. Even the challenging for the ball is not dangerous.
Mike, the concern that I have with this Hurricanes team, the middle third, you see excellent stuff. When they get to the final third, that final pass is breaking down. So they need to see how they could organize that final third. Either they end up with a shot to goal, or it is a well-executed pass that goes to one of their teammates. But it's not happening the way it ought to happen. It's not happening for them. They play well from the defense, come out into the middle third, but when they get into the attacking third, the play breaks them too easily. And they have the greater percentage of possession. If you ask me, right now they might have about 58% of the possession, but they're not converting that into practicality.
So, yes, but they're looking good. I mean, both teams, again, Paradise is hustling the ball a little bit more into the opponent's half. But, I mean, clearly, the Hurricanes' ability to hold that ball and play, they love knocking the ball around their players. And really, it's nice to look at. A little bit of byplay somewhere along the line.
Entertainment.
Yes.
Entertainment. It seems as though it's Hurricane versus Paradise.
Hurricane versus Paradise.
Yes.
One chasing the next. Again, using the sort of cultural norm to bring hilarity to the crowd up here. Hurricanes again in possession, contact for the ball, tussling for the ball. And even the searching balls are kind of directive, so to speak. Being able to get yourself understand where this player is going to be and putting the ball into position. Paradise won. Hurricanes yet to do something about it. Paradise has control of the ball now. Turns around, will he square it? Yes, he would. Referee's whistle goes and there's been a little pushing, or it went outside, says the referee. Again, ball going across the line. Nice long throw. Again, the referee whistle goes. And it must have been a foul throw, or probably lifting the boot before the ball was delivered. Classical foul throw of players. And on the opposite side, you can see someone in green with a matted hair, obviously depicting the Hurricanes.
A mascot for Hurricanes. Hurricanes mascot. A Hurricanes mascot, we call them.
And no doubt the mascot of Paradise was chased by the mascot of Hurricanes just a while ago to the hilarity.
It's all for the fun of it, isn't it?
A lot of fun. And the Hurricanes going there. A little bit of tugging and pulling. Obviously trying to get advantage. Professional fouling, as we call it. And hoping that you'd get away. The referee would allow
pulling up the shirt.
Pulling up the shirt.
You see that, the concern of that is that outside of the box, the referee will blow.
Yeah.
But in the box, the referee does not blow. We see all that in the English Premier League where the man will pull and tug, but when it gets to the box, the referee does not blow.
Yeah, sometimes it's mutual, and so sometimes the referee uses his initiative and just let it.
So then why does it blow when it's not in the box?
Interpretation, rather. Interpretation. Well, it'll be spotted
Interpretation, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. It reminds me of Fox Burnham. When you're in power, you're not supposed to get out of power easily.
Yeah, well.
The late Fox Burnham.
You have the power, right? Same thing, the referee's got the power.
He has the power.
So let's leave it there. Ball across the touchline for those of you back in the game again. A little bit of by play here. Throw into Hurricanes. Hurricanes trailing, and they need to pull one back. They're playing the ball which is looking prettier than, so to speak, Paradise.
Yeah, but Paradise is playing more pace and football.
Yes, they're playing their
Paradise getting into the attacking third quickly.
And this is going to be dangerous. Could be nose making up for the kick, doesn't get it, kicks again. And what a bullet this would have been. But again, Dustin Angline giving himself some space. Ball goes across the line though. Well, that shot hit this man straight in the face. And this could have been a dangerous situation.
That's why you talk. You take a bullet for the team.
Yes, he did. He did.
You take a bullet for the team, this one.
So Hurricanes now. Just understand, it's going to be a long throw. Yes, it is. Heads go up and ball goes across the line. I think it's going to be a goal kick, is it?
Yes, it's a goal kick to Paradise.
Yes, it's going to be spotted.
I think I heard from the Trinidad coach who would say that they're looking at Shannon. They're looking at Shannon for Hurricanes.
Shannon Richard?
Shannon, the defender.
Yeah.
They want to see him.
Shannon Phillip.
Right, and they also, I think they're looking at 3 players whom they would maybe want to contract, but they want to see them perform tonight. I spoke to him, Issa Mohammed, and he told me that that's why, and he's going back tomorrow morning. So maybe they,
especially for the game. Yeah?
Yes, he came to see the final because they heard that it's a good bit of a competition, and therefore it's a useful bit of information that they would have.
Paradise is there again. This could be dangerous. Nobody's went across the uprights, and again,
the keeper was all beaten.
Yeah.
It was all beaten. I mean, luckily for him, the ball just went
again,
a few centimeters out.
Looking for the opportunity of hitting that ball to goal as much
reverse
as
pass. I'm not seeing so much of a reverse pass here. I'm seeing the players trying to take the ball through, but the players running wide. They're not really trying to space by giving them that reverse ball.
Again,
I'm not seeing that from either team, and they should get into more reverse plays, overlapping plays, and trying to open the team to get the piercing ball to the middle.
What we tend to call split passing. Ouch! This could be a dangerous looking one. That boot was clearly shown. Long throw again. Bit of pushing. Referee didn't pick this one up. Hurricanes in possession. Will they be able to do anything with it? Well, he probably trapped the ball between his two legs.
He had enough time to get the ball inside, but I don't know what he was playing for. He was playing for the foul maybe, but anticipation was out of it.
Finding his man on the far left-hand side of the field. Paradise. Backward pass. Looking for the man on the right-hand side again. Looking for the movement forward, not finding it. Searching ball by Paradise. Langine, the man who stands still there at all the major Hurricane games, have been a stalwart, so to speak, for the Hurricanes Football Club. Comes into play again. Playing the 5-yard passes, but not succeeding this time with getting it through his man. Good marking by Paradise. Marking the spaces.
I think that Hurricanes playing too casual. They're playing well, but that that's a final push. We're not getting it from them.
You're not finishing, so to speak, getting the ball past them. Again, looking on the outside left for the man. And he's been chased here. Again, a little bit of a trick by using the backward.
Yeah, take the ball onto the defender to get
the ball onto the defender and get your corner.
To get a corner, that's very good. Very tricky.
So this might be an opportunity for Hurricanes to do something. This is Shannon Phillip, I think it is. Wearing with the number 9 jersey, in fact, correction here. Who has posted, that's Kelly Peters. Kelly spots the ball. And this would be Hurricanes' opportunity. Can he do something with it headed? And this ball is bouncing in the area. Again, it's sent back to Kelly. Kelly gets it again into the middle, but intercepted here. Handed over. Paradise taken away by Hurricanes again. Backward pass. Looking to play that ball between them. And they're so good at having this fantastic understanding. There's a split pass, but again, the anticipation of, I think that's Dustin Langan, who has moved from the defense up and followed the play to overlap, so to speak, was not able to read it.
Well, Paradise need to blank that because Dawson is playing all the pieces for Hurricane. He's moving from defense into midfield, right up when he's getting back. So what Paradise need to do is to ensure that when Dawson goes, somebody goes to him one, and the space he leaves behind, somebody occupies the space, so he will not go.
Yes. Some technique.
That prevents him from, because he makes himself the extra man in going forward to give his team more opportunities.
Well, I hope that Jake Rennie can hear you. He's the coach.
Well, let's hope he would have went like on Nixon and went on and put Patty in the midfield.
Oh, well, the man is on the ground. And again, must mention the fact that I'm looking at this, and it is good for our listeners to know this, the Paradise International Football Team. It has Jake Rennie, Shane Rennie, Joey Rennie, Quinton Rennie, Lyndon Rennie, Neil Rennie, Sherwin Rennie, Travis Rennie, Wendell Rennie, and there's the coach, who is Jake Rennie. So there are 9 Rennies who are on the Paradise team, and I've been told that they're all brothers. It's amazing. So 9 out of 12 of them are playing Paradise.
You may have to set the question, which Rennie could have had all these children?
Yes, absolutely amazing. And this is a first for Grenada, and I think maybe our listeners must take note of that. This is a first. We've had brothers, 2 or 3 of them, but we haven't had a situation where we have 9 brothers on a team. And I think this must be a Caribbean record also.
We have to do some research on that one.
Yes, we need to do some research on that. So Paradise is 1, Hurricanes 0. Paradise in the purple uniforms, purple and black. And of course, Hurricanes in the usual green and yellow. Green pants, yellow tops. For those of you who just joined us and want to differentiate the colors of the teams. You're looking at Belfont, goalkeeper Belfont. For Paradise, kicks hard upfield, looking for his man. Again, a quick call from the goalkeeper allows the defender to duck low and let that ball go into his hands. Goalkeeper Shaggy Mark. Left back plays it. Again, first touch a little bit off. Plays it backward. Looking for a one-on-one situation up front and looking for the man on the left side. Doesn't find him, a little bit too heavy. Well, this is a dubious call, is it?
It is a dubious call. I mean, I don't understand why the referee Well,
He kicked his,
again,
he kicked his
in,
opponent's foot.
again, he's in the middle. He saw it differently to us.
He has the power.
Who looking at a screen, right? So, I mean, the referee has the power to do whatever he thinks is best.
Hurricanes. Looking for up front pass. Again, tackled by two men. Overpowered by two men, and the ball is shepherded outside across the line. Throwing then for Paradise. Good long one. Again, ball tapped outside by Paradise. It's going to be a Hurricanes throw. Quickly taken. Again, these contacts have been very, very often here. Looking for the man on the right. Can he do anything about pulling it back? Yes, he makes a backward pass. Will he get in the middle? Can he get in the middle? No, he doesn't.
See, that's the point. They're trying to knock it, but nobody's taking. That's like how Paradise scored. There go. Nobody's taking the shot. You know, the keeper is narrowing, but nobody's trying to get him off guard. You know.
Well, the plays are all breaking up. Lovely to look at Hurricanes so far, but it's been broken up by Paradise when it meets the final third.
They are allowing the keeper to position himself properly, but they know he's not going to shoot.
This is a head, but it just goes over the post, over the.
You got to put the ball down. That's a defensive header.
Yep,
you have to put the ball down.
So it was always a safe bet
for
goalkeeper Belfast. A little bit of backpedaling by the defense of Hurricanes, retains possession. Again, looking for the man on the left-hand side. Not enough weight in the ball. Turnover. A bit of skill, nice skill, push from behind. Referee picks it up quickly. Again, with that kind of skill, you've got to make sure you neutralize him very quickly. And he's been neutralized. Not dangerously so.
That's Shane Rennie?
Shane Rennie, yes. One of the Rennie brothers. I wouldn't even try to figure out which Rennie is which one. There are 9 of them out there today.
Just call Rennie. That's
just Rennie. As soon as Paradise gets the ball, it's Rennie. Rennie to Rennie. To Rennie. To Rennie. Gets this one along the ground. Paradise. Retaining possession. Looking to pass it to his man with a fancy footwork, but doesn't get through. Hurricanes take possession. Ball bounces nicely for the man at the outside right. Pulls back, but does retain possession. Has 2 men to contend with, loses. Comes back into the fray again. Comes back and fights for it.
See, the point I'm making, if you look at Hurricane, they dribble nicely, but they're not kicking. You know, he's taking the ball on the right side, he's faking, turning, but nobody is taking the shot to the goal, contrary to Paradise. When they get into the D, go into the box, they kick, because they don't know what would happen.
Well,
you know, Hurricane's trying to score with a tap in.
Yeah. Well, brother has to do something about that. Brother Monroe, and again, Anthony Monroe. A player of tremendous history. He is in fact well known in football, so he's national, representing the national team on a number of occasions. He's now coach of the Hurricane team. Missing Bowser Wilson, who's handed over to him. But Bowser Wilson was formerly formerly the coach of course, Hurricanes.
And the national coach one time.
And the national coach at one time.
Yeah. So you're not missing much, it's just an injury to one of the Paradise players. I think that player is one. It might be Rennie. He seems to have a problem with his groin. He's being massaged there, so he's okay. He's back up. But it's a good game. Very, 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 very close game. both teams equally, in my opinion, they're equally strong. They have national players on both sides, and therefore they have lived up to its expectations.
Oh yes, it has, and in fact the expectation of the crowd is there, of course, trying to whip up some sort of excitement in these last couple of minutes because both teams are sort of angling one another, and as you say, Rado, the finishing by Hurricanes is what is required at this point in time. They are moving the ball from their third right up to, in fact, their opponents, but they're not dealing with the finish.
Yes, I believe that Hurricanes who playing pretty okay because I believe in terms of possession, like I said, they may have about 50% of the possession. 42 to Paradise. Paradise is playing more direct football, quicker, and they're taking the shots.
Oh yes.
Hurricane is nice build up. When they get to the attacking third, they're not kicking. So it's always would be an imbalance towards Paradise, who will look much more dangerous. And now they have a corner. Let's see how that one will evolve.
You know, strangely, that's unlike Hurricanes. Hurricanes has been known historically for their ability to kick this ball across the mouth of the goal, and this could be an opportunity. No, it isn't. Again, another player goes down. Again, angling looks like this time. Referee whistle goes. It's the end of the first half, and so it has been a competitive first half, although the score has ended. Paradise 1, Hurricanes 0.
Yes, and welcome to the restart. The restart of the second half between Paradise FC and Hurricanes. And Paul, what a beautiful first half we had.
Oh, indeed, everything was sort of laid out there. Waggy got a beautiful weather, a big crowd, and oh, this is unfortunate. We have a retaliatory kind of incident here where obviously a little bit of pushing took place, and one of the players retaliated. Referee George Phillip would have to come into the middle of this fray and probably defuse a situation which could escalate into something very ominous and change the whole tone of the game. I hope this thing is sorted out.
Yes, and during the interval we had some good performances there.
Yes, we had some performances here. The crowd loved it. We had the Moko Jumbies during the interim. We had the girls, and of course we had the Carrot girls being on the field and all that. You know, really, it's been a fantastic evening up here at, of course, Victoria Park. Well, it's been sorted out, and I hope that the tempers are sort of temperature is lowered, but it's a hurricane.
The temperature has been diffused.
Yeah. And this could be a dangerous situation. Goalkeeper comes off his line. Again, very, very nice timing. This guy is good. Obviously, understanding that a player, a supporting player, was on it, he moved over his head, and maybe at the risk of injuring him, and took that ball in such a neat fashion. Again, taking off from behind, right in front of referee George Phillip. Ball is spotted. And it's going to be Paradise. Like I said, it's been a really good evening of football so far. The Paradise goal was really an exemplary goal in that it was surprised just about everyone, and in fact they were able to keep this 1-0 lead into the second half, and let's see what will happen now. Paradise, or rather Hurricanes is on the attack. A little bit of weight being pushed around. The ball again is allowed to go across the line for a goalkeeper. Paradise is cooking. I think we can anticipate probably more goals for this the second half.
Well,
does it look like that?
I would hope that for the patrons who would have come out in their numbers, we would anticipate that, another goal would be just what the atmosphere needs at this point in time. But, it's virtually a stalemate now as we comment. Paradise trying their utmost best to hold on to that 1-0 lead, and Hurricanes trying to see if they could, pull a goal back to really have an even tournament, an even game itself.
And this again is Paradise getting possession, nice bit of playing, and he's sort of the ball bounced on.
And ricocheted.
Nicely.
Straight into the hands of the keeper.
Yes. Well outside though, so it's going to be a kick.
And Paul, the game is played in a very friendly atmosphere, even with little altercations here and there, but we see both teams, exhibiting that good commentary and diffusing any element of melee, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, but maybe one of the major areas is that you made the point that the majority of these players comprising both teams are fundamentally selectees of the national team anyway, so they know one another and they will have to consult with one another on a one-on-one basis, on a personal basis. So the possibility of a deep rift taking place is probably negligible at this point in time. And so that gives rise to the feeling that it's a nice atmosphere for a game between these two teams. Let's look and see what happens from thenceforth. The referee whistle goes again, and referee George Phillip is having no nonsense, trying to hold on to control of the game as much as is possible. Did let a couple of things go by, but again, as I say, his interpretation by the man in the middle. We're looking at a big screen, so the possibility exists that we're missing little things that the referee would have picked up. So we give him the benefit of the doubt in this instance.
And tactically, it's a good game of soccer. I mean, because you see players trying to play the ball along the ground, trying to play in triangles, trying to support. Now and then you have the little dribbles. But by and large, and of course, good goalkeeping as well, except for that beautiful shot that Paradise would have scored in the first half. But by and large, it's a pretty good game, and the patrons are really enjoying themselves tonight. And after the game, there is, a short ceremony and the entertainment.
Yes, certainly. Well, in the background, you saw earlier on the mascot, the Hurricanes mascot, of course, having control of his bear, and of course entertaining the crowd on the opposite side. He's moving up and down on that side, the side furthest from us on the screen. Again, a little bit of an itinerant pass, and it's going across the touchline. Going to be a throw in there. Again, the tone and the pace of the game certainly slowing a bit, while both teams trying to get themselves organized and together with the second half of play. Let's see what happens. Maybe a goal will make the difference. Again, it's very, very competitive. Both teams are trying to win the ball at all costs, legally that is, and you can see that competitiveness is always there. The ball is in the air, and both players from both teams are really going after it, using their heads, and not stooping to, of course, the usual shoving and pushing as we normally
Especially, Paul, in the middle third, no player is giving any player space to play.
Yep.
So you see there's like the cluster in the middle, so that the ball is bouncing, because they want to ensure that because of the technicality of the players, they're technically good. They don't want to give them a chance to put the ball on the ground, look up and start an attack and play.
Clearly, and they need to open the game. Hurricanes need to open the game a little bit again. Referee George Phillip picking up the infringement very quickly, and he's got to do that, because it could easily deteriorate. These two top teams, the game could easily deteriorate into something. So
but there are times when the referee has to play the advantage. For example, in this case, Hurricane had the ball and the guy was going forward. Yeah. Why call it back when he had a free run? You don't know if coming out of that a goal may have scored.
Well, I guess it's an abundance of caution against the deterioration of the game, one retaliatory, measures and that sort of thing. But again, like I say, like you say, he's probably have to implement this sort of advantage rule in this instance. But let's see, it might be an advantage to them that the ball is spotted. Let's see what Hurricanes will do with this one. opportunity, ball goes high, could be dangerous, the head is up, and it comes back out. Good defensive work by a man standing still for Paradise. Was able to get it almost out of the goal because goalkeeper was on the opposite end.
Keeper was beaten.
Yeah, keeper was clearly beaten, and that could have been the pulling one back that Hurricane was looking for, but it's not to be. That could have been the equalizer. So it's going to be a goal, rather a corner there. On his chip, goalkeeper has no problem picking it out of the air. He's good at that, is Belfon. And he's quickly counter-attacked by that lovely throw. But again, the passes have got to be a little more accurate. Looking for the split pass, not getting it, but still in possession is Paradise. Trying to get forward again, fouling the referee, the linesman on the opposite side. Goes up, and this time it's going to be a yellow card.
I think, yes, while the tackle was bad, but I think the player is acting. I think he's rolling there, and I don't think the tackle was that bad to warrant him to be rolling on the ground like that. It was, it was a dangerous play, but not to the extent that the player, well,
could be a knee to the thigh, could be a knee to the groin. Let's see what is it. Yes, it is that thigh muscle. And boy, that thigh muscle, especially on the inside of the thigh, is very, very painful. Probably got a knee there.
But if you're fit, Paul, if you're fit and you've been playing this game for 3, 4, 5 months, that should be an easy niggle that you could get over.
All in the initial stage, boy.
It's not an alarming situation for him.
Well, I hope it isn't.
Because it's not the bone, it's not the knee or the ankle. It's just a muscle. So with some ice and a little gentle massage, it should be over.
Well, certainly by his reaction, because he was writhing on the ground, he was rolling.
They pour the water with the ice and then they use the cold spray, and it should be fine.
Well, it's been applied now, and the hair's hoping that it can.
It should be fine. It should be okay. Gentle massage area. Apply the cold water with the ice.
That thigh muscle to a footballer at the same time is like, oh, remember when you were in school, a kid would come up and pull
and it rises.
What was called a lizard.
Yeah, the lizard. It rises immediately.
That is the effect it probably has.
The lizard
a temporary port, maybe. And so he should be up and around. He is up and around, so that's great.
And he's up. Temporary distraction, we call that, but back to the focus of the game.
Yes, it is now. So the kick is going to be
with Santa Claus in the background. Walking.
Santa Claus in the background.
All right, Santa Claus is out now.
Well, early Christmas.
He's celebrating.
Early Christmas for probably Paradise. Let's see. This is a close one, and the crowd enjoying the closeness. But from a footballer standpoint, it was not really. But his ball is spotted, and again, and a quick start on the left-hand side of play to Hurricanes. Hurricanes again looking for the
direct
ball,
play now. It's more direct now.
Change it over, yes. Finding the player again, being tackled, having 2 men to contend with, still not controlling the ball as they should. But again, both players going for it and turning his body and nudging the Paradise player a little bit. Referee picking it up and picking up the foul nicely. It was just a subtle foul, but again, George Phillip has to be on the lookout for these kind of subtle professional fouls, which could, like I say, escalate the reactions. So the ball is spotted. In the middle of the field, there's going to be contact for it. Again, Hurricanes, a little bit of pushing, referee picking it up off the ball play. And quickly taken. Hurricanes still in possession. Almost robbed of it here. Has 2 men to contend with. And a lovely bit of dribbling. Lovely bit of a
but he's overdoing it. He's overdoing it. There comes a time when you have to release the ball and make the 1-2 plays.
Yeah, well, a little bit of illusion on his part, getting 2 men and 3 men, and eventually making the error of being too ambitious with his dribbling. Ball is going to be spotted again then. And this is for Paradise goalkeeper.
I guess for him that was fun time, eh? But his teammates still 1 goal down.
Yes, he's 1 goal down. Got to recognize that. passes up the line, gets it in field, but takes a ricochet, but the goalkeeper on the other end, goalkeeper March, picks up with no problem. A little bit of air and a searching ball, but still finds Paradise doing a lot of defending. Trying to retain control and both players fighting and struggle for the ball. Again, George Philip is close on the spot and is not allowing any leeway. Absolutely no leeway, much to the annoyance of the crowd. But nonetheless, he is there and he has to understand he's got to manage this game. And this is his way of ensuring that he manages the game, because these players could easily get out of hand. Into the middle again, heads go up, and could be a dangerous situation. Cleared. Back to the goalkeeper. Goes into his area with the ball now, and make sure he can touch it.
He's going to a safe zone.
Into a safe zone. Straight on the head for Paradise player. Again, getting it into.
He's offside.
And he's knocked on the back again. On the left hand side, on the bottom of your screen, you can see gesticulation indicating what possibly could be an offside. But let's see what referee George Philip.
I thought it was
probably
offside,
didn't
but
pick up the flag early enough.
the referee saw it differently because he's on the field of
The referee
play.
saw it differently. He's on the field of play.
And that wall, they need 4 men in that wall there.
Ball is spotted. This is Paradise's opportunity of making sure that they go ahead by one more. And this is good following up by the goalkeeper, smothering the attempt at putting it in the back of the net. But this is a second opportunity of a shot. Again, not much technique put into it, and a shot, she dragged it on the ground instead of hitting it full-fledged. Still in possession. Paradise trying to get to a large group of players there, not doing very much about it. Again, the competition between the two teams, they're very, very competitive. None of the players are allowing anyone to move freely with that ball. And it just goes to show the do-or-die nature of the mentality of both of these, of all these players.
Well, the top teams, when top teams play, I mean, it's a one-goal game.
Yes,
Most times it's a one-goal game, and if you get 2 goals, you're very lucky. In this case, we see, and Paradise would have had that one since about the 7th minute of the first half. You know, and even though Hurricane is playing pretty okay, now you have a turnover here, and Paradise back on the attack there.
Yeah, Paradise really doing their bit, trying to really pierce the defense here of Hurricanes. And this is a dangerous situation. Just a sticking of the boot, or probably a more avid attempt at getting there.
I am surprised that a striker getting in there would be trying to do anything to score the goal. Use a toe of the boot, use the head, but get in there to try, but at least.
You see the approach of the goalkeeper. And like I said, goalkeeper Belfont is also quick off his line. And he reads the game so completely. It's really uncanny. One of the few goalkeepers we've seen over the years who've been able to see the game from the beginning to the end. He's been very adept at getting there even before the average player. Hurricanes again in possession, turning around, looking to make the ground passes, an errant pass as usual. Hurricanes having that, falling in the process, but it's okay. And goalkeeper making a nice save, hitting the ground and pulling one back because there were 2 Paradise players there, waiting for an opportunity of putting it in the back of the net. Again, Paradise on the attack. And the referee whistle goes as someone is on the ground, I think. Let's see who's that. We see somebody obviously has got
as Hurricane player.
A Hurricane player.
But I would say to you that
it's an off the ball again.
Hurricanes would rule all the chances that they had in the first half.
Oh, they would.
They would rule the chances because they had not clear-cut chances, but in terms of the ball coming off the bar where the keeper was out of position, they're not kicking as it should kick the ball towards the goal. They're now trying to speed up the game a bit to see if they can get that equalizer.
Yep, this is the second half. It might just be too much, too late. But let's see what happens there. There's a large amount of time.
16 minutes. 16 minutes
left.
So that's some
Gone.
time. Yeah.
So there's some time left in the second half. But again,
If at least 25 minutes to play.
Hurricanes would have to do something about correcting their one-goal deficit, and hopefully they might be able to pull something back again, create that finish which we're talking about. In the meantime, Paradise are not letting them loose. When they've got the ball in their position, they're doing a Herculean task, a very good task of doing some of their defensive work. They've been always there, always looking for the through ball, not giving Paradise an opportunity of running free. And the goalkeeper, Belfon, has certainly been doing a pretty good job at anticipating and being able to read the game, and of course, as a result, thwarting the efforts of Hurricanes at this point in time. Still, having possession. It could be a difficult situation for Hurricanes here. Let's see what will happen. Can he elude his man? No, he doesn't. Good anticipation by, it looks like Langain, and the ball goes across the line. It's going to be a throw-in though for Paradise. Langain hands him the ball, throw at the ball. It's going to be one of these long throws. And of course, they back into the penalty area. The throw comes in and Langain is there, headed away backward. And it goes into touch on the sideline. Still is going to be in possession. Paradise. One goal up, but not in safe zone by any means. Long throw again. Goalkeeper will have to go up. No, he doesn't. Allows the Paradise player to put it across the line, and the play is started again. Again, not controlling that second touch. Again, holding his man, but referee saying, allowing the play on. Again, putting some pressure on, and
that's a dive. That's a dive. We should get caution for that.
Clearly a dive. Again, but they're still in possession. Still could put the ball in the back of the net. Hurricanes doing all the defensive fighting they could to keep it out of the goal. This is again a counter-attack, but again broken up by Paradise. Again, a seesaw of the game, bringing some excitement now into the play at this point in the game, rather.
Yes, and Paradise is actually pressing now because they seem to be pushing Hurricanes further back. But again, with a 1-0, anything could happen. Anything could happen with a 1-0. I like the resilience of Paradise defense because they're really keeping that defense strong and well in position.
Long throw again, trying to get it into that area, and again, ball inadvertently going across the line. It looks like it's going to be a corner. Hitting the Paradise player and going across the touchline. And it's going to be a corner on the right-hand side as we look at the field. And goalkeeper Belfon would have to be on the alert again for going after the ball. He was a little bit suspect earlier on, but up go the heads again as this corner comes in now. And Hurricanes has possession of it, heads it backward, not with enough speed. And this looks dangerous. This is a one-on-one. Goalkeeper comes off his line and still has opportunity. Can he put it in? This is a long one. Can the goalkeeper get there in time? Can he? No, it doesn't. Goes out. Again, a little bit of excitement coming at this point of the game.
Good, very good play there by Paradise. In fact, the Hurricane player had the ball back to the defender without thinking that the defender was far away from him. And the Paradise striker won it. I thought he would have gone on to score. But again, good defending by the keeper, and the ball went safely over the bar after, very, very good play there. Very exciting play as well.
The anticipatory powers of Shadi Mark came fully into operation just a while ago. And he did well, and he really stopped what would have been a sure goal. Throw-in comes now from Paradise, from Hurricanes. This is again a long one. Goalkeeper Belfont having to go up and pick it out of the air. Excitement rising. Play starting on that right hand side again. Goalkeeper will have to come off his line again. Can this be another dangerous opportunity? Again, two-way to push into the middle of the area.
He had to make one more touch and then cross the ball. One more touch and play it along the ground. And not backwards. We have a reverse ball so that the striker can run onto it. The defenders were already going back to the goal, so a ball across the face would not have caused any problem. You had to make a cut back.
Again, another long throw. Getting it as close to that goalkeeper as possible. Again, bringing Belfont into play.
But surprisingly, Paul, Hurricanes, they're not making full use of these long throws. You know what they could do? Put a man in front and let a man so one of the players head the ball backwards. But they're not. Okay, we have a bit up here from Hurricanes.
Can they do it this time? Let's see. Again, nice split pass, but again, running just a little bit. Goalkeeper having to come into operation to take evasive action, but it was against the netting anyway. But again, goalkeeper Belfont deciding that, safety first. Cross the line. Throwing then for Hurricanes. This is going to be another long throw, I guess. And the idea is to try to get it into that penalty area and give the goalkeeper just shy of the penalty area so that he will have to pull the goalkeeper off his line. But if you can amass enough body so the goalkeeper can't get in between there, then you have it made. Goalkeeper comes out again.
They should have had body mass. Nothing on top of the long throws.
They should have had body mass in there.
Even with that, the thrower should know that if you throw it long, the keeper comes and catches it. So throw them short.
Again, lovely kick across the goal, but again, past the uprights.
Make a few long throws short so somebody comes forward and hit the ball back. Keeper catches those long throws very easily. So not really posing a problem to Paradise anyway. Oh,
headed on. Hurricanes inching closer and closer to the goal of Paradise. Again, another long throw. Let's see if he would have heard you. Or is it a throw? Or it looks like it's a throw.
You see what's happening? They all went into the box for that long. Somebody come short for the ball.
Or in front of the goalkeeper.
There's no need for this because look, they're all waiting for it.
Block the goalkeeper. Throw comes in, goalkeeper will come off his line. No, just right this time. Counter-attack. No, there's no opportunity of counter-attacking. Ball is inside there and it goes across the line.
They need to work that out in training better. That's Hurricanes. The long throw do not actually make sense because the opposing team would have planned for it and just go off and block the goal.
Yep.
They have a good keeper, he catches them.
This was one of the techniques, in fact, used when I was standing between the bars. Someone always blocked me from my forward motion, and this wasn't employed here by Hurricanes. They should. Someone is blocking the goalkeeper, and as such, he can't run past him because the goalkeeper has been just picking up these free balls. It's a free ball in the air like that for any goalkeeper. Again, turning around. Interception here. And goalkeeper will have to get this one, goes up, bounces once, and yes, he gets it, comes off his line, looks for his man and puts a left boot on it. Challenging for every ball, these players goes across the line again. And again, Hurricanes are coming upward. Paradise looking for the quick counter offensive. Should he make it just around the penalty spot, just out of the reach of the goalkeeper? He should. Oh, it's a flatter throw this time. Ball bounces once and bit of nudging and pushing, and the referee picked that one up. Again, Hurricane is finding himself, that's just like Langban, who is always looking for the overlap opportunity, finding himself in an offside. What a strong player. Moves himself from one extreme to another, from the defense up into the attack. He does this so well. And coming away with the Hurricane, tackling for it, and again it's simplistic attack. Both players knocking knees, it looks like, or coming in contact, but not necessarily of a dangerous nature. It's going to be spotted in. This time a kick for Paradise. We never have a collision between footballers.
Yeah, that's a normal knock. I mean, there's nothing vicious there. That's just a normal knock that players do when the ball is in the air and they go for it. Normally it happens with the head, it happens with the foot. It's a normal footballing contact game.
Sometimes it could be so painful, in fact, to the player. Temporarily painful, you might say, because you tend to get it in the soft, muscular part of the leg or the foot, and that creates temporary shock. And this is what it is, giving the medics time to get on the field and do some countermeasure. Paradise 1, Hurricane 0. Seesaw in fortune, so to speak, between Paradise and Hurricanes. Now, you see Hurricanes on the attack on the offense. Previously, you saw Paradise being the one which was bringing the fight to Hurricanes. Things have changed. And so Hurricanes have been slowly moving that ball into the area of Paradise, but Paradise standing up to the attack so far. Of course, that player would have to leave the field until the ball goes into play and goes out of play.
It seems to be in some considerable pain. You see, it's kind of grimacing, holding his head. Seems to be in some pain, but again, it's a knock that is expected in a contact sport, you know, and you know.
So it's sparking. Paradise is going to be kicking. Again, for those of you at home, look at the expectation of the crowd in the background. Look at the faces against security bars. It's in the middle, could be dangerous. No, it isn't. Again, not maybe getting the boot onto it properly.
The laces.
Not getting the laces onto the ball.
Proper contact is lacking.
Ball slicing off the foot and going out of the field. Paradise still holding a 1-0 lead. Gets the throw, but straight Hurricanes defense. I can't help thinking, and as I hear the bell, which is being rung by the Hurricane mascot, for whom the bell goes.
Well, maybe that's why the Paradise mascot has stopped ringing his. The bell has been telling for Hurricanes, so.
But very many of the spectators here willing Hurricanes to pull something back, pull something out of the hat.
I remember, Paul, even in Victoria, when you go to play, they used to have coffins dragging around the field when you have to play them a match.
Oh yes.
Intimidating atmosphere.
Oh yes. Always case in Victoria and when Hurricanes play. They've been always for many years a formidable team and very difficult to conquer, particularly in their home ground. But right now we're looking at Paradise in possession, or retaining possession here. Nicely done. but somewhere along the line, not making accurate pass.
Placed it.
And he pushes it forward again, a one-on-one situation. No, it's recover time. He has too many to contend with, runs between them two, run between them, and eventually still retains possession. Slipping and falling, and referee picking it up properly. Ouch, this is a dangerous play. Has to be. Oh no, says the referee. Play on. This is I thought he would have gotten it in the face. But this is Paradise now retaining possession. The ball is there. On the attack. Has a man to contend with, brings it into the middle, heads away, and will he have an opportunity? A bit of a diving which is taken place by the Paradise player. This one was obvious. And retains possession. Does Paradise? Yes. But rock here by Hurricane. Again, a seesaw of possession going on. Every ball is competed for.
Well, that's top level. That's 1 and 2. Both of them would have won the games in the semifinals. We know that Paradise would have gotten the better of Hard Rock. Or I'm thinking yes. And Hurricanes would have gotten the better of Rangers. So these two are, the two finest team, or the two finer team, yeah? Talking about the comparative. The two finer team in the competition, and therefore they're playing for the grand prize of $20,000. And who would not like to take that away tonight? $20,000 with other prizes. You may have the player scoring the most goals. You may have the best defender. Who knows? And it's a prize worth playing for.
Well, it seems that some little warning the referee is trying to. The fourth official went through, in fact, on the referee just a while ago and had a chat with him. And clearly there has been some sort of warning which is given. General warning. With a continuation of whatever was happening there. So, referee Philip is obviously satisfied now, or he's going to do some last minute adjustment.
What's that, throw in our corner?
This is what we need. Referee Philip recalls the ball, so let's see what will happen. I think the referee
he went off the field, yeah. He went off the field.
Yeah.
That's throwing. That's another long one we expect.
Another
expected long throw.
Let's see what happens now, whether or not. Or there seems to be some discrepancies about where the line is.
No,
it's clearly
the discrepancy is where the player is coming. The player is coming too close.
For the mid. This is dangerous. This could be it. No, it isn't. Not catching it correctly. That player not picking him up. Getting there in the middle, but not being able to put it away. It was really a serious.
Not making proper contact because the keeper was in the bottom end. He should have gone to the right of the keeper.
That's for Hurricane, the number 17. That's what is that? Lenroy Augustine. Augustine not doing a very good job there, and this could have been the equalizer. Again, there's Hurricane. Might be opportunity now. Can they shoot this time? Getting the goalkeeper to do something about moving across his goal, hitting the ground. And yes, it was sort of muffled by one of the players. So took the velocity of the ball. Again, looking for something to happen up front. Expecting Hurricanes to be able to do something about it. Not getting in the way in the first instance, leaving it for goalkeeper thereupon. one, taking his eye off the ball temporarily and losing control. And it seems it's a handed ball. Linesman picking it up. It's going to be spotted. Even exchange, right, make it so far. Nice defensive work by particularly Paradise. Being able to read where Hurricanes would want to probably penetrate and being able to close the door, shut it down on them. Obviously trying to play for time, and Langan will have none of it, takes the ball up and decides to send it to his players. And of course, there's a byplay there, as you can see on your screen, trying to get the time, allow the clock to run as much as possible. Ball in the middle, headed away. Heads go up again. It's going to be a throw for Hurricanes. Taking his eye off the ball, just that split moment. Nice defensive work done, but actually being put down again, deliberate put down again. We would call it a professional foul.
That's not a foul. That's not
Going
a foul.
across,
That's
not.
That's not a foul.
No,
That's
it's not a foul.
no. That's good refereeing there.
I saw the player go down. George Philip picking it up very quickly. He is there. Hurricanes has an opportunity. Can they do anything about it? Gets it across with straight to goalkeeper Belmont.
That's not a foul. That's good defending, I would call that. Strong, stout defending.
The referee's got to deal with the rising temperature between the players. Ugly situation which is developing, which we hope would not have happened. Again, the majority of players, notice that they are trying to separate, push the players away from each other. Just and Langan is trying to keep the players away from fighting. That's clear. He's pushing his players and he's pulling the players back. Dustin Langan getting into the fray, pushing even spectators off the field. So obviously he understands the value of keeping the peace. And so for the time, Rado, it's diffused in the main by the man wearing the number 5 jersey, Dustin Langan. He's been like the policeman for both teams, pushing both of the teams away from one another, even though he's basically a Hurricanes player. And we must give him kudos for that, because it is very, very evident that that could have developed into a hopeless situation.
Yeah, but there was no need for that. That was just, players have to learn to control the temper. That is why sometimes we cannot do it at the highest level. Mentally, we're not strong enough to control our behavior. This is a typical example of it here. There was no need for that escalation. 1, 2. There was no need for those people to come onto the field. Another part of the world, they would have been taken away and locked up for the next day.
Well, spectator participation.
We cannot afford to bring our foot into disrepute.
Well, it's been diffused for now. Here's hoping that the rest of the game can go as smoothly as the rest did. Well, just a little bit of a respite now.
And make it about 5 minutes left to play.
is in the lead 1, Hurricane 0. Is Langan the captain? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Langan is the captain.
Oh, that makes sense.
Langan did well by
So,
controlling his troops.
yeah, he played a captain's role there by diffusing the situation as much as he can, and I think it was up to him because Mr. George Phillip, the referee, was dealing with a situation which was behind his back, and Langan picked it up quickly and pushed both sides away from one another. Then we have a situation where I think someone must be on the ground. There's been someone hurt. Yes. Cramps setting in. Well, we didn't hear from us for a while, but what was going on, there was a case of no comments television. You could have read everything. You could have,
Well, there was no need to comment on this. You can actually see what's happening.
No comment television.
Yeah, just allow it to diffuse itself, and now we go back to our normal comments.
Paradise. This is dangerous. Goalkeeper comes off his line quickly, but the referee and linesman being able to pick up the offside very quickly. Game has been hustled, but to no avail. Wasted ball at this stage of the game. That's a wasted ball. Everyone like that that goes across the line for an opposite throw is a wasted ball.
And make it, well, there have to be a lot of added time. 4 minutes. Yeah. Yep. I just said so.
So we will have 4 minutes again. Again, the incidences keep coming. And coming and coming and coming. Of course, the crowd getting involved in all these altercations. Obviously, the crowd must be, I suspect, a partisan crowd from the St. Andrews area. Hurricanes, of course, as
No,
usual,
what will happen here?
Road.
It says there will be 4 minutes added on. But all the extra you have to add on, it will still take 4 minutes. Even if that player spends 5 minutes on the ground, it will still take the 4 minutes.
Alright.
So that wouldn't stop the game, that wouldn't stop the 4 minutes of play. You know, we call that delaying tactics. Hope that 2 minutes will run out and you get 2 minutes play. You still get it 4 minutes, yeah. Because the stoppages works for normal play. This is stoppages in added time, so you must get your added time that was stipulated, which is 4 minutes.
Again, those of you at home, I draw your attention to the bright lights of course, the lighted Victoria Park, which is a serious additive for sports here. The throw is going to be paradise.
And we would just like to thank our sponsors who were so generous to contribute tremendously to this event, and we expect and pray that it continues into 2016.
Another long throw. We are going to expect another long throw from Hurricanes to see if they can pull one back here. It is required at this time for them. It is a do or die situation. Long throw again. Heads go up. Across the line. So it's going to be a corner. And again, every one of these opportunities have to really full use of. There must be some plan on how to deal with the corner. Hurricane survival and their life depends on it. Short corner. And again, basic tactic, the ball is kicked high and hard. At this stage, obviously, Paradise will want to just play a defensive role to make sure they just keep Hurricanes out of that goal area.
Pull everybody back. Pull everybody back and just hold the line.
It's a final and you're one up. That's all you need to do. Well, good recovery here by goalkeeper Belfont. Going up for the ball, grabbing a hold onto it, losing his grip, and still being able to pivot in the air and grab a hold onto it and fall in the process. Still retaining possession of the ball. Good pair of hands. Let's see what's holding the game back. I think he's trying to use as much legitimate time as possible. No, there's going to be a substitution again. This is a nice strategy by Paradise.
That's okay.
Substitute just for substitution's sake.
That's okay.
It takes off a minute or 30 seconds of the time. An opportunity, just a little bit of a window. Do they have it this time? Do they have the window? Goalkeeper comes off his line and it goes outside. Let's see what the referee will say. The linesman on the other side says corner. Because I think the Paradise man, the goalkeeper, Hurricane.
They're calling the keeper to come up at least.
Head is speaking, but again across the goal line, it's going to be a goal kick.
That's time now.
We have to keep trying.
I make it time now.
And is this going to be a Paradise win? Is this going to be a Paradise win?
I make it time now.
It's a Paradise win.
Hurricane 1 goal today. Very good game, good technical ability from both teams, and at the end, in our view, the better team won the competition.